Hexe. I was happy that you won the fire point and click, since I thought you maybe can play it with Mini Hexe. Hallo Tikari. So, I also did the bidding for the trader already today. My endeavors are done, as you can see in the top left. They are completed. Yeah. So, the only thing what we have to do, yeah, either I have to remove these dailies in High Isle and Galen, or we have to complete them. So, because today I got some space problem and I wanted to do my crafting with. So it's like, oha, what's here? What do we have to do? Ah, this one here. No, it was fast, oder? And maybe just make that one that was really fast with walking around, oder? And, by the way, since 2 days or so, my controller does work again. So, do you want to know what I think what was the problem? But I still don't know what was the problem. But the only thing what I did is, someone said the problem could be, also there was like, you know, huge lists what all can be wrong, blah, blah, blah. And I already did everything. But someone mentioned then it could be NVIDIA stuff. So GeForce, NVIDIA thingies, their software. And I did not update that software, by the way. I just did open it, looked at it, was checking which are my graphic card drivers, and they are outdated. And I did not update them. Also I did not do anything. I just opened the software, looked at it, decided, I don't do anything for now. And since then it's working. That's it. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tina. I hope you feel soon better. Have a good rest. Hallo, Sturmfänger. Yeah. Also, but at the end, I did not do anything. So it's quite of strange that that I just opened that software from NVIDIA and closed it. Seems to have make some change. I don't know which one, but that's the only thing what I really did. I did open it, checked it. Then it was almost streaming time, and then I thought, now upgrading my drivers is not a smart idea. So I don't do anything for now. And I was just checking that the last drivers I have are from spring last year. So I thought, yeah, okay, that's a bit older. But usually I don't upgrade them if not necessary. You know how it is. Don't change the running system. So I didn't want to touch it. Yeah. That's it. I hope it will stay like that. Not sure if I have to update for Hogwarts Legacy. Maybe. Not sure if that is a thing where I have to maybe make a update of the drivers. Hallo Schildmaid. It's always NVIDIA. Where's the food picture? Only found a cat and an UFO in the channel. Did Alf join your guild, Tian? There are several cats in the food channel. Yeah, Alf always like cats, right? And I normally do not update NVIDIA drivers unless absolutely necessary. Yeah, I also don't do that. Usually, when I only update the drivers if, also I usually record with NVIDIA stuff, also with Shadowplay. And they're really mean. So if they think they want to force you that you have to update now that stuff, then Shadowplay stops to work, which does not make sense. But they make it like that, and if I want to still use that recording software, then I have to make the update. Only after that it will work again. Yeah, that's usually the only time when I'm updating, or if something is not working and I think that could help. So that are the only two thingies when I do an update. Otherwise, I try to ignore it. Yep. No, the NVIDIA software is strange. It is strange. I mean, use it for many years, but it is strange. For example, usually I could just, click a button and it did record my main screen. Also this one, yeah, which you also see at the moment. But at some point, I don't know when, it suddenly stopped to work like that. Then it did only record my second monitor. Regardless what I did not change anything. Everything was correctly adjusted. It just stopped to record my main monitor. The only way I could force it to record again my old main monitor, which did not change, is when I had the game on full screen. It was before not necessary, but then it was necessary. Only if, for example, ESO was on full screen, it worked. If it was windowed full screen, how I always play, it did record only my second monitor all the time. So it was really annoying. Funny is now, since everything, I think, I don't know if it was now, but now I just saw it when I tested it again. Now it's recording again. Fine. Also, I can now record my main monitor again without full screen. Now it's working. Even so, nothing changed. So, yeah, it's really, really strange. So but I got now used to it after all these years. So always, when I'm starting to record, I click the record button, I stop it, then I go into my folder, and I check out a video. And then I see, okay, which monitor did get recorded? And then either I'm like, oh yeah, it's the right one, or like, oh nine, it's the wrong one. And then I know what to do. But the worst is, when it happened, when it happened at some point, it was the first time. And I did not check beforehand, is the recording working? And then I did already record for like, half hour or something. Then I did check, and then I had only crap recorded, like my empty monitor. Yeah, so, yeah, you learn with mistakes, right? So now I always check. I make a test recording. I go and check, what did we record? Is it good? Is it not good? And then I do the re-recording. But, yeah. Always check what you're recording, yes. Hello, Fnerika, how are you doing? Remember where Hex had problems with graphic card and Wisdom was decorated overlay? You also don't use the overlay from NVIDIA. Also I do use the recording. Also the recording software from them. But yeah. Yeah, it can be tricky. Yeah.
That should come in handy.
It should come in handy. I'm just glad it's working again as my controller. That was so annoying that I had to, like plug in all the time the wire. And I'm so happy that I checked everything and tested before I went to Microsoft and complained about the battery. So I'm really happy. I really thought the battery is broken because I said it happened already twice. So for me it was clear, okay, that should be battery, right? What else should it be? But I'm glad that I, testing that stuff before I complain.
It's always give and take with you, isn't it? I don't know why I even bothered trying to help.
Eat something, oder? Did anyone of you play Forspoken? I heard they did update the demo again after some feedback from the community. Okay. Have to remove the little ones. Take out the brigands. Oh, I thought we can make it without another spawn, but nee. Did not work. Ta-da!
Let's go.
Let's go! I have to collect the butterflies. Not butterflies, phoenix moth. Then... here and here. I have to make my inventory a bit cleaner. As I really don't mind to have a full quest journal, but if I can't take my... I can't take all crafting wits at once, that I find really annoying. So that I really don't like. So I had to walk several times. Or I would have to take something out from the quest journal. But it should get better also when next week the event is starting. Because then I make his inventory empty. It was my mistake that we even prepared it on this character. That was not intended. So. Maybe we can make it to this volcanic vent and then we are done. Nee, not too many CP. Problem is, I said already, we should never prepare on this character here when we are doing a quest. Also, when we're doing main quest line or stuff like that. Because my quest log is full with ESO stuff, also with quest stuff. So it's not a good idea to have here event quests prepared. Yeah. And plus we took yesterday the dailies from High Isle and from Galen, which is not necessary. But these are six quests. Yeah. So preparing is good, but not on him. Then we'd want to do story stuff. So.
Until we meet again.
That's the only thing. But yeah, so we make first... I will hand in first the quest from this character, so he gets against space. But it's also not a big deal, I mean, because the next story DLC is... yeah, in summer, right? So we have time. And now I'm handing in this daily here in Galen, so we have some space. Hello Andras, how are you doing? It always starts next week? Yes, yes. As on Wednesday, the ESO reveal event is. And on Thursday, the Season of the Dragon celebration event starts. If you need a guide, there you go. It's in the chat. So we'll start next week and we'll go until February, 9th of February. Yep. I also posted the dates below the video.
All is well for now.
This one.
Excellent.
Aha. Also, no. Aha.
Excellent. There's no short.
Nine. Did I have already his quest or what?
You know what once you collect enough radiant cores, bring them here.
9. I got more. Oh, 9. I took more quests. Didn't want that. Wait. We make it so. We abandon this one. For now. So I have just some space, okay? Oh, I did not update it. I'm sorry. I should update it because the only thing what I'm reading at the moment is a manga. Is it counting as a book? Ja, oder? Does count also, nein? Even though I'm really slow. I just read when I go to sleep some pages. So... Is it counting? It's my first manga ever. So... Hi. Where do we have to go? Here it was, yeah. Not really. But it's really good. I'm reading Spy X Family manga. If you never watched the anime, I highly recommend it. It's really, really cute. Such a nice story. It's really, as I really like it. It's just a really cool combination of characters. And the animation is really pretty from Spy X Family. Really pretty. Oh. Hello.
That will be all, Sentry. But what's this? A druid and Lady Arabelle's assistant.
Forgive the intrusion, Captain. My friend will explain.
What brings a druid and Lady Arabelle's most trusted assistant to Steadfast Manor? I'm afraid Lord Bacaro is still on Galen leading the relief efforts there. Is there something I can help you with?
I found crates and the shipping label addressed to you in the Ascendant Order stronghold.
Interesting. I was informed that those crates were lost at sea, but I suspected there was more going on than a simple accident. Add to that the minor thefts and intruders my knights keep running off, it seems the Ascendant Order has targeted us.
I also found the Shardstone. Do you recognize it?
You say you found this with the Ascendant Order? That's one of Lord Bacaro's most prized possessions. He usually keeps it down in the cellars with his collection of trinkets from his adventuring days. Those thieves were bolder than I thought.
So you're claiming that the Society of the Steadfast has nothing to do with the Ascendant Order?
Claiming? The Society provides aid to those in need, but it's evident that the Ascendant Order stole from us. You're Lady Arabelle's investigator. Would you check the cellars and help me determine how those thieves got past our security?
Okay.
Take this key. It will open the door to the cellars. Just follow the path to the north toward the dock. If the Ascendant Order is stealing from the Society of the Steadfast, we need to know how and why.
Tell me about these efforts on Galen.
The Society of the Steadfast's primary charter involves providing relief to those unfortunate enough to be caught up in war or disaster. Galen was recently rocked by both brutal assaults and volcanic activity. We're sending supplies and healers.
You seem to know me, but I don't believe we've met.
Not officially, no. But Lord Bacaro tells me everything. I handle the day-to-day workings of the Society of the Steadfast and command our small contingent of knights. When Lord Bacaro travels, I oversee operations at Steadfast Manor.
Okay. Suspicious.
What?
Everything here is suspicious. Hello, Kirsten, how are you doing? How is your survey work going? You completed the preparation? Ugh, I would love to get a pool like this. Oder? You not? I would love to have a pool just for me like that. That would be awesome. Fantastic. Would be in heaven. So.
That empty sconce. See the druid symbols carved into it? Check if the shard fits into the socket. Just as I suspected, a hidden door.
Do.
See what other secrets this manor is hiding. A passage leading deeper beneath the manor. Let's see what Lord Baccaro is hiding down here.
Oh, I'm wondering what he's hiding.
A druid circle. And an ancient one by the looks of it. I want to get a closer look.
Okay. I want also a closer look. Wait. Make a picture. It's pretty. Oder? There's a dude? Yeah, I saw it. I already wanted to say someone is like destroying my wonderful picture. Someone is just like in the way again.
This place feels sacred. Ancient. Did Lord Baccaro know it was down here? And why keep it a secret? Instead of answers, suddenly we have more questions.
You know where we are?
Somewhere beneath Steadfast Manor. But if you're asking what purpose it serves, that's an ancient druid circle. It's a place of power and meditation from long ago. As far as I know, the Stonelore Circle isn't aware this location even exists.
Why would Lord Baccaro keep a place like this a secret?
I'm not sure. But stones as old as these, they hold memories, emotions from ages past. Some believe they can tap into that power, use it for their own purposes. There may be a perfectly benign reason to keep such a place secret.
You don't sound convinced.
More often than not, places such as this are forgotten for a reason. Let's see what else we can learn, and depart this ancient hall as soon as we can.
In ESO, everyone is photobombing? Yes. Comic book counts, so manga should count too. I think so too. Yes, I agree. I think I can send it out tonight or tomorrow. I had to check some things and rewrite. They can visit Uni to knock on doors and ask people to fill it out because Uni is so far away. Maybe you can ask online. Also, I see many people asking, you know, in Discords or on Twitter and stuff like, or on social media, for help with such surveys. Maybe that could help you. Would love a pool as furnishing. That would be nice, yeah. Be wonderful in some. Oh yeah, I would love that to have my own pool during summer. Would be amazing. Indeed. You have to go. I can, but I can tell you as a book series, what I will read this year is I will reread again the complete series of the 13th Paladin since in January the final part did release. Also the final part, book 13, is now there. You can buy it if you want. And so I did not read the last one. I think the last which I read was number 10. I read number 10. I have now 3 new. It's really interesting. The whole, as I have all books here. You can see them, and you can see from the first one the books did grow each. Also each part got more pages and more story. It's really nice. And what I love that they printed on the back of the book the number, so you can see it also. Because the worst is if you have a long series and you don't know which order it is, and you have to look up online all the time in which order do you have to read the books. So, super annoying. Yeah. But, and they have wonderful covers also. Also, 13th Paladin, I highly recommend it. It's also getting translated in English. Check it out. And if you read German, you can also read it in German. It's a German book also. Yeah. So, that final part is now out. I did not read it, But I'm already sad because I did reread the series several times and I really like it. So it's really, you know how it is. When a series is ending, it's also a bit sad because when you enjoy it, right? But I hope, I mean, I don't know how it's ending, but I hope that he maybe will continue in the same world to write something. I also don't know if there's maybe an open ending to continue it later. Or what he could do for sure, that he will go, you know, like this prequel stuff. So he could write something from, I don't know, 1,000 years before. That would be possible for sure.
Powerful spirits often guard locations such as this. Be
I am not
careful.
afraid of you.
Pool cleaning, that can take some time. Yes, that's, yeah, that's true. I tried to ask some servers if someone can fill out. As if you want Curse the Reaper, you can ask for sure on our Discord. That's no problem. If you tell me exactly what you need, I can also write it tomorrow in the announcement. That maybe people write you a message. If they... You just have to write me on Discord and tell me exactly what you need. As I know you need some people who played a specific game or specific games. But if I know that, I can put it tomorrow in the Discord announcement that, you know, whatever you need, and then people can reach out to you. I can also make for you a channel if you want that on Discord. If that helps. Yeah. If I can help, feel free
Let's
to
get a
ask me.
closer look. Those carvings, definitely druidic.
Did you hear that Vanus Galarian
It's not a
was rescued from
person.
the Black
That's a
Forge?
dummy. Look. Or do you think we get such a thingy for our house? That's something what people asked in the past. You know, that we have such puppets in our house that we can place our armor on them. I think you can do that in Skyrim, oder? Is something not like that in Skyrim? That you have a display like that, where you can then put armor on things? So it's displayed and shown? Oder? Mannequins. Okay, I didn't know what's the word for that. They made it really nice also with the wood texture here. That would be really cool, oder? If we could display armor like that in our houses. Hello, Inaya. Did you get enough rest today? Maybe not enough to call... Nee, not new system. Oh, that would be really disappointing, CP. Just imagine they say, look, we have a new system. And then, hey, look, we have armor mannequins for you. And I hope that would be really, really not good, CP. As a bonus, I would say it would be nice. But not as a new system. So, yeah. Ancient Druid Bloodlines. Genealogy and an in-depth study commissioned by Lady Larina Merchat. After an exhaustive study, I can say with reasonable certainty that what your family has always suspected is almost positively true. The Merchant bloodline is indeed an ancient Breton bloodline, dating back to the first appearance of the half-elf race in High Rock. Further, I found clear evidence that the family, as it is known today, can trace their ancestry to druids who arrived in the Sisters Archipelago with the original flotilla of the Druids of Galen, the very same that departed High Rock in the First Era. Moreover, I feel confident in proclaiming that not only were the merchants members of the Bretons' original druidic ancestors, they were also clearly of royal blood. If you consider Druid King Calcerain to be equivalent to the aristocrats who govern High Rock in the current era. Add to that what we know of the Volorus bloodline, and your son will inherit the best of both dynasties. Where else would House Merchat's heraldry be rendered as 3 cups spilling seeds and leaves if not for their druid connection? What follows is a complicated genealogy working backward from the time of the writing to the ancient days of the original druids of Galen. Cassorain and the last Druid King is clearly shown in the family tree. The last entries from the time of the writing appear as follows.
More shall gather. More shall enter the fray.
Sashara, thank you so much for the read. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? How was your stream? What did you do today? Did you play also ESO or Final Fantasy? Or did I make it wrong? Was it wrong? Not shout out. Ah, nee, was Flash. Flash, oder? Flash shout out. Ja, genau. Sorry, I made it wrong. So, and then Xashara. So. Like that? There we go. They will not move like in Skyrim. They're moving in Skyrim. It means we can get a lot of slots for hoarded gear. Depends how much slots they give us, Dino. If that would be a thing. Would be smart to turn the alarm off. Oh nein! Oh, that's unfortunate, Inaya. Hello, Orakan. Enjoy your cooking. Hello, Marula. Hunting South and Elsewhere storyline today and some side quests and daily stay. Oh, nice. And how did you like it so far? At first, my rage at failures of High Isle and Galen knew no bounds. I had to set up everything for success. The Alliance leaders should have died at sea, but they were too stubborn, and my Magus failed to kill them at all flags. If Lady Arabella's champion hadn't killed the fool, I would have. Then they foiled my plans on Galen. House Monar would have fallen, I should have had a unified Druid Empire as my ally. Then I could have disbanded the Society of the Steadfast and replaced it with my Ascendant Order. The Magus was too arrogant. Archdruid always too hesitant. I cannot allow others to fail me again. A new Druid King must rise to fulfill the prophecy and claim the sacred regalia. I always intended this moment. It's my blood heritage, after all. I'm the last living descendant of the Druid King Kesarain. Through my mother's bloodline, the legacy of Bretons is mine to claim. I would have been content to let Orlaith rule for a time while I consolidated power and formulated plans. But she was too weak. I see that I must step forward now. I must replace the corruption of the Ruby Throne with the purity of the Ivy Throne, as nature demands. When I claim the regalia and awaken the true power of Mount Firesong, I will bury the current order in fire and ash, and from those ashes a new order will rise. Not of brittle rubies and stone, but of ivy and vines, and roots that entwine and grow and spread. A new green age will dawn, nourished on the blood of the old.
That armor. It looks just like the Ascendant Lord, doesn't it?
Ah. Are you now surprised?
What's the connection here? Why does the Ascendant Order care about this place? And why does Lord Bacaro have a suit of the Ascendant Lord's armor?
I found a journal written by Lord Bacaro. In it he admits to being the Ascendant Lord.
What?
Fuck!
But Lord Bacaro is a man of peace. Why secretly control the very order of rogue knights that are actively trying to destroy everything he's worked for? I don't understand.
Lord Bacaro wanted the Fire Song to unite the Druids. He wants the circles to crown a new Druid King.
So he helped foster the conflicts on Galen, then stepped in to help with the Steadfast after the dust settled. All while making alliances with the victors. But his plans failed. No new Druid King has been crowned.
I also found his genealogy. It indicates that Lord Bacaro is a descendant of the last Druid King.
Let me see that. Could this be accurate? Could Lord Bacaro be a direct descendant of Druid King Kasserine? Oh no. The carvings. I think I know why this place is important to Lord Bacaro. Examine the carvings. I'll explain what I see in them.
Okay.
Do you see? That's a stylized rendition of the Ivy Throne with the Druid King's regalia. The crown, staff, and gauntlet below it, carved above the throne. That's the heraldry of House Mershad.
Uh-huh. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. I don't know.
So, Lord Bacaro, the Ascendant Lord, believes he's descended from the last Druid King through his mother's bloodline. He wants to become the Druid King and re-establish the Ivy Throne. That's why he went to Galen. He needs the Druid King's regalia.
What's so important about the Druid King regalia?
In and of themselves, the regalia have no innate power. They're symbols, nothing more. However, the very fact that the sacred seeds have been regrown into the crown, staff, and gauntlet give credence to the prophecy of the Druid King.
What?
So, Lord, the dream of Kasserine. The prophecy holds deep significance for druids. We've been waiting for its promise to manifest for a long, long time. We have to hurry. I must administer the antidote to Lady Arabelle and warn her of this betrayal. Meet me back at Mandrake Manor.
What about Captain Marguerite? Should we tell her what we uncovered?
Captain Marguerite's reputation is impeccable, and she seemed unaware of all this. But the same could be said about Lord Bacaro. Until we determine how far this corruption has spread into the Society of the Steadfast, we keep this to ourselves.
Okay. Yeah, so I was right. So I was right with my guess. Who is the big meanie? That was a bit obvious. Was continuing 1,000 Elder Story? Yeah, when there's an event going on, then it's tough. Yeah, that's true. Maybe stick into the dailies until the event is over. Cooked some chicken today and accidentally put cinnamon instead of cumin again. Okay, I really don't like cinnamon. So if you put a lot of cinnamon, I would have probably not liked to eat it anymore. I mean, if you like cinnamon, that can be fine, or if it was not so much. Luckily, that never happened to me. But I have also, everything is labeled, what I have. So I don't have any herbs lying around without a name on it. So, so that is quite lucky that it never happened to me. And I usually read, twice. Especially, for example, when it's something what I'm not using often, for example. Or when I want to be sure it's not super spicy, then I'm like looking, okay, what did I take now? Just in case, so, I don't take, for example, really, really hot and spicy paprika. And I use maybe a more mild one and stuff like that. So just, to have not any accident. Okay, return to Mandrake Manor. Okay. Oh, this one. Oh, wait. I see the volcanic vent there is active, which we never did. Maybe I can get there on time. Wait for me. I'm coming. I'm here. Have no fear. Tian is here. La 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 la.
You must kill it. Hurry!
Hurry. We make it in time, guys. You. Or place the cinnamon far away. I rarely use cinnamon, but I also have it extra placed. Also it's separated from my other herbs and spices. So maybe place it also a bit extra in a different spot.
Well done. Now's our chance. I'll seal the fissure for good.
Phew.
Great work, but questions still remain. I shall return to my order and report all that has happened. Until we meet again.
Yeah. Till we meet again. Okay, okay. La 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 la. Nah, then we go back to city. But the boss spices are used in but too much cinnamon is really meh. Yeah, it really depends if you like cinnamon. I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon. It can be nice if it's well balanced and really little bit, and depends also on the dish. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of it when it's like overpowering the whole dish, and it's just if you just taste that. Don't we have the quest? Nee, okay. Just want to say that should be wrong. We have to go here. Yeah, or you get really cinnamon rolls. Oh, that could also help. But if you just need a little bit, huh? Then the powder can be quite handy. Talk to Lady Arabelle. Is she still upstairs? Hello. Lady Arabelle, are you still sleeping?
Lady Arabelle, drink this. It will neutralize the poison. We discovered the source of the poison and something more. Our friend will
Askir.
tell you.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. Tell me what you uncovered, dear. Ugh. Couldn't you have added a touch of cinnamon or honey to this, Ravana?
See, after we talked about it.
I assume I will be hale and hearty again before long. Now, enough with the suspense. Tell me what you've uncovered, dear.
Lord Bacaro is descendant. Lord! Surprise! He sent a poisoned wine to you and Duchess Elea.
The poison must have affected my hearing. Did you say Lord Bacaro is the Ascendant Lord? How can that be? He sponsored the peace talks. He started the Society of the Steadfast, which has done nothing but good for the archipelago and the mainland.
I found his journal. He admitted his crimes and claims to be a direct descendant of the Druid King.
Looking at things from this perspective puts the delays and how the Ascendant Order has managed to stay one step ahead of us in a very different light. But why go through all this trouble? What is Lord Bacaro actually planning?
From what we found under Steadfast Manor, we think he wants to be the next Druid King.
I feel better already. Well done, dear Ravana. As for this business about the Druid King, I read the reports from Galen. Some druids truly believe that the Ivy Throne would be an improvement over the Ruby one. But all this chaos and murder...
What should we do?
We've been hesitant for too long, unsure of where the next attack would come from. Now we know. It's coming from inside our circle, from someone we considered an ally, a friend. Take this, my friend. We'll deal with Bacaro soon enough. I can't in good conscience start the peace talks while the Ascendant Lord, the man I knew as Lord Bacaro, is out there doing who knows what. I'm afraid I need your help again, my friend. We must keep the Druid King's regalia out of Bacaro's hands.
Bacaro already has the gauntlet, but Count Stefan and Druid Laurel have the crown and stuff.
Then we must assume that Count Stefan and Druid Laurel are in danger. If Lord Bacaro truly believes he's the heir to the Ivy Throne of the Druids, he'll stop at nothing to get his way. We must go to Galen and defend the remaining regalia.
What do you need me to do?
Druid Ravana and I will get Zaji to sail us to Galen. While we collect the staff from the Stonelore Circle, I want you to go to Count Stefan and protect the Druid King's crown. We'll meet you at Castle Mornard as soon as we can.
Okay.
I'll leave Captains Colleen and Suzo to guard the Alliance leaders while we go to Galen. First we protect the regalia. Then we stop Lord Bacaro, or the Ascendant Lord, or whatever he calls himself. Now, get to Vastir and protect the crown.
Why can't we just start the peace talks?
Because we don't know how far-reaching Bacaro's conspiracy is. The Alliance leaders are safe inside the palace, with their loyal captains watching over them. And we don't want them to hear of this betrayal yet. It would end the talks in a flash.
What happens if Lord Bacaro gets all 3 items?
I don't really know. I'm not an expert on druidic law and prophecy. According to what you and Ravana discovered, Bacaro believes he's a direct descendant of Kasserine, the last druid king. If he gains the regalia, he could make a claim for the title.
The druid circles would accept him as their king?
I never underestimate anything when it comes to religious fervor, my dear. If nothing else, his connection to this legacy gives him a legitimate claim to power through his mother's bloodline. And many might see the Ivy Throne as preferable to the Ruby one.
How are you feeling, Lady Arabelle? Did the antidote work?
Druid Ravana's elixir has done wonders. I feel stronger already. Still, I was weak from the poison for a long time. I expect my recovery will be slow but persistent. Don't worry, dear. I'll leave the dangerous work to you and Ravana for now.
First of 3 story parts done. Discord final message at you on stream? Ah, yeah, better late than never, huh? If you all pets on base game zone in Guild Wars, CP? Okay. So, now we can go to Galen. It's like an hour late, oder? I would say. The bot. It's like an hour late. It was. So you can tame like from every zone animals. I forgot to hand in the quest, huh? Years ago, there was a lovely Oriental restaurant in a neighbor town that used cinnamon and several savory dishes. Yeah, also, I know you can put also cinnamon and savory dishes, and it can also work really well.
Did you hear?
But I could not tell you anything now, because usually if it's written in the recipe, I ignore it. Oh. I just ignore it and don't put it inside.
I thought our troubles were over after all the death and destruction, but something worse is coming, Feda.
I feel it too. Like a dark storm on the horizon.
Search the castle. If there are more rogue knights, I want them in chains.
We routed them from the library, but I'll make sure nothing was damaged or stolen.
I'm glad to see you again, friend. I just wish your arrival didn't coincide with another crisis.
What's going on?
A contingent of knights from the Society of the Steadfast entered the castle. Not in and of itself a concern, we are allies after all. But we weren't informed of a visit. When one of my knights saw them go into the library, she went to investigate.
What did your knight find?
She discovered them ransacking the library. They attacked her, but she was able to fend them off and summon help. My knights routed the villains, but we're unsure if anything was stolen, or if there are more of them hiding elsewhere in the castle.
Could be the Ascendant Order. They recently stole armor from the Society.
The Ascendant Order? The rogue knights that gave you trouble back on High Isle. What would they be seeking in my castle?
You discovered that Lord Baccaro is the Ascendant Lord. He wants the Druid's King Regalia.
Then those imposters must have been looking for the Druid King's crown. Come, we need to check the library at once. And later, I want to hear more about your accusations concerning Lord Baccaro.
Don't tell me you put the crown in the library.
I assumed it would be safe enough locked in a case in the library until I could make other arrangements. We had no reason to believe the relics were in danger. Besides, I only returned to the castle a moment before you arrived.
Where you when the intruders arrived?
At the docks preparing to receive Lord Baccaro's ship and the relief supplies he promised. It never arrived. I suppose that was all part of the ruse based on what you just told me. Now, let's go make sure the crown is still safely locked away. The library is this way.
Oh, Oha, what did you do? The poor books. And the
Damn
bookshelf.
their eyes, they ransacked the place. Let's see if the case is still here.
You're too late, fools. The crown belongs to the Ascendant Order now.
Here's a book.
No, the case is empty.
No.
But how do they know to search the library, let alone behind the shelves?
Oh, maybe there is a spy in your house. Could that be?
They stole the crown right out of my own castle. How is this possible?
Magic.
You said Lord Baccaro is behind this. I think you better tell me what you know.
Lord Baccaro is the Ascendant Lord. He believes he's the descendant of the last Druid King.
If you go back far enough, most Bretons have a druid hiding somewhere in their bloodline, but so many records have been lost. How could he be certain? Regardless, why the ruse with the peace talks and the Ascendant Order?
He wants to be crowned as the new Druid King. Replace the Ruby Throne with the Ivy Throne.
So Baccaro was behind it all. The attempts on the lives of the Alliance leaders, the death of the Archdruids, of Raval and my father. Wait, Druid Laurel! The staff, Laurel and Free, are in danger!
Lady Arabelle has gone to the Stormlord encampment to warn Druid Laurel.
Orlaith may have believed in a new age, but Baccaro is leading us toward the Green Scourge. King Cassarain's prophecy of the return of the Druid King. It predicts two possibilities. Either an era of peace and harmony, or a time of nature run amok.
What should we do?
Go to Glimmertarn and make sure Laurel and the staff are safe. I'll gather what knights I can spare. See if Captain Siravain is willing to aid us once more. I have a feeling we'll need all the help we can get to stop Baccaro and his Ascendant Order.
Captain Siravain is still on the island?
Siravain is a mercenary, but she and her Gilded Blade proved themselves trustworthy against the Dread Sails and the Fire Song. Since then, we've been paying her to help with the relief efforts. We needed every ship we could hire.
Clearing supplies and wounded is one thing. Will she agree to fight alongside us again?
I won't know until I ask. And if she refuses, you'll still have House Mornard at your side in the battle to come. Now hurry, my friend. Go make sure the staff and Druid Laurel are safe.
He really likes Druid Laurel, huh? Oh, like really, really. All bad is happening because of those pants. Ja, genau. Can you believe it? They stole the crown out of your own castle. Ja. What a surprise. Libraries have lots of paper that's just waiting to become cushioning material to give fresh. Ja. Ja.
Well?
Hä? Go to Glimmertown. Hier ist Glimmertown, oder? Ja.
Druidkin! Oh, thank Ifray you're here. Something terrible has happened. This way! Rot in damnation! Lord Bacaro, he betrayed us!
Tell me everything that happened.
Lord Bacaro and a contingent of steadfast knights arrived with their usual crates of supplies. He took me aside, warned me that the Ascendant Order was after the Druid King's regalia. He wanted to make sure the staff was still safe.
And then you showed the stuff.
Blight it all. But I did just what you'd expect. He's our ally. Or I thought he was. I showed him that the staff was safe, and he grabbed it. Ordered his knights to hold us back. He has all 3 of the regalia, friend. All 3.
Then what happened?
We tried to resist, but we were no match for his knights. Then Bacaro displayed the regalia, proclaimed himself the Druid King, and commanded Free to follow him. And they did. That's when Lady Arabelle arrived.
Wait.
Stefan, is he all right?
Yeah. Count Stefan is fine. Where's Lady Arabelle now?
As soon as I explained what happened, Lady Arabelle and her companions went after Bacaro. I told them we saw him leading Free toward Ifray's path. I stayed behind to tend to the wounded. But this smacks of the Green Scourge. I'll go with you.
Any idea why Lord Bacaro would take Free?
How should I know how that blighter thinks? Lady Arabelle told me that he's the Ascendant Lord, which now makes sense. As soon as he revealed his treachery, his knights threw off their cloaks and revealed themselves to be the Ascendant Order.
You said he claimed to be the new Druid King. What happens now?
I'm not sure. Other than Orlaith, no one else has ever attempted to claim the title. At least not to my knowledge. Is it enough to just possess the regalia? Is that why he needs Free? To legitimize his claim? I'm not sure. Still, this is bad.
Bad in what way?
In every way. Everything I know tells me the Druid King can command nature. Wield it like a tool or a weapon. If the title is taken by force, the prophecy tells us it begins an age of destruction. The Green Scourge.
The Green Scourge?
It's from the dream of Kasserine. The prophecy of the Druid King. One choice, one will, one binding word shall bless or scourge all lands. Since those lines were carved into the Telling Stone, they've become the basis for our 2 possible futures.
And those 2 possible futures are?
The blessing of the Green
Good or
Reward,
bad?
or the curse of the Green Scourge. One ushers in an age of harmony with nature. The other predicts a world under siege by an angry and vengeful wilderness. 2 possibilities. One Druid King.
And what determines which of these 2 futures come about?
The Druids have argued about that for generations. From what you found at Ivyheim, it's clear Kasserine believed the reward would come when the circles reunited and selected a new king, while a usurper would summon the Scourge. A tyrant like Bacaro.
Any idea why Lord Bacaro would take free?
How should I know how that blighter thinks?
Get it already,
Lady
huh?
Arabelle told me that he's the Ascendant Lord, which now...
Oh.
We lost Bacaro in Ifre's path. Lady Arabelle is still out there.
Thank you, Nairon. The Druidkin and I will take it from here.
We can...
I need a snack
But
that's
you-
easy to eat while playing tribute. Maybe Chef Raziz has some ideas.
Okay. Go. Follow Lady Arabelle to Ifris path. Okay. Ach so. Ah. If I would have known we have to go there again.
Right behind you, partner.
This is the trail they took into Ifre's path.
Five Claw! Oh, thank the moons! The others followed Lord Bacaro. Go and help them.
Here.
Right here, partner.
And not you. I have to talk to Saji.
Lady Arabelle is very brave. Barely recovered from nearly dying and already chasing villains into a desolate and scary valley. Hurry, Five Claw. You must go help her.
Why are you out here alone?
Zaji decided to wait out here for you, Five Claw. Yes, Zaji waited to direct you. It is
course.
easy to get lost in such places, yes? Lady
yeah.
Arabelle followed the Ascendant Lord. Should Zaji call him that now?
Druid Lauren, I will find him, Saji.
Oh, thank you, Five Claw. Zaji will go back to the Druid village and wait for you there. Look for Casca. She is a great tracker. If she hasn't found Bacaro yet, she will shortly.
Okay. Good that he waited for us, yeah?
They went this way.
Hello,
Look,
Casca.
that's the giant cat
Good
that
to
accompanied
smell you,
Lady
Five
Arabelle.
Claw. Rivanna thinks Bacaro came here for a purpose. He's not far ahead. Rivanna told me to wait here. She wanted to make sure that Druid Laurel or whoever came after us knew where to go. She doesn't know what the Ascendant Lord is up to exactly, but she's sure he came to this place for a reason.
Where are Lady Arabelle and Druid Rivana?
They headed west and followed Bacaro into Ifre's path. Bacaro left some knights behind to slow us down, but I took care of them. Did you happen to see Zaji on your way here?
Yes, he decided to head back to Glimmer Town.
Now that you're here, I'll head back too. I could be more helpful at the Druid village than in a cramped cavern. You might not believe this, but sometimes my size can be a hindrance. Just make sure to bite Bacaro a few times for me.
Okay, we do that.
The ruins on the western wall of the hollow. That's got to be where everyone headed. There's a druid ahead.
Over here, my friend. Lady Arabelle followed them through that door. Lady Arabelle said you'd find us.
Hey, I have the important mission. Shoo, go away.
Lady Arabelle said you'd find us. Told me to wait here and point the way. She followed Bacaro, the Ascendant Lord, through that door over there. Go help her. I'm still not sure she's fully recovered from the effects of the poison.
Saji and Casca said you might know why Bacaro has come to this location.
Just speculation, really. Ifre's path is a sacred place, and such locations contain power if you know how to draw upon it. Bakaro is going to need all the power he can get if he wants to press his claim as the Druid King.
What do you mean?
The Stone Lore Circle, at least, will never accept his claim. Not unless forced to. Not to mention the three alliances. Bakaro is going to need more than the regalia and his small army of knights to accomplish his ultimate goal. To rule all of Tamriel.
How is Lady Arabelle doing?
She's definitely on the mend, but she should be resting. Running after the so-called Ascendant Lord can be hazardous to her condition in a number of ways. Go after her, my friend. Keep her safe and deal with Bakaro before things get worse.
Okay.
All these plants were recently torn away. This door must have been hidden for ages. That's Lady Arabelle. What's she doing?
Careful, dears, and watch where you step. Now, don't be alarmed, dear, but I happen to have stepped where I shouldn't have. I suppose I owe Druid Ravana an apology. The lingering effects of the poison do seem to have made me somewhat discombobulated.
What did you step on?
A pressure plate, I think. Some sort of trap put here who knows when, and by who knows who. That can wait, though. I followed Lord Bakaro in here. He met with a group of druids. Firesong, I think. He promised them vengeance against the Stone Lord.
Yeah, they're pretty... Not the same, but they have lots of similarities. That's true, CP. That's true. What about Free?
The nature spirit? Yes, they were here. I couldn't quite tell if they were a prisoner or not. Bakaro did say he needed them to talk to Ifray's path, whatever that means. You need to go after them, my dear.
And what about you? We need to get you off that pressure plate.
Oh, I agree. But that's not going to be done quickly. And as long as I remain in place, we are all perfectly safe. You go on ahead. Druid Laurel can stay here and help me disarm this insidious contraption.
Don't move, Lady Arabelle. Let me see what I can do.
Not a muscle, dear lady. Go, my friend. Find Bakaro and free.
No, you're a magician. Take this stone and put it over here. Then you're free.
Someone approaches. Don't let them reach the ritual site. Ascendant Knights, Firesong allies, witness the awakening.
Wrong. Bad. Do not do this.
Obey your king, Sower. The spirit here will awaken and do my bidding. The prophecy demands it.
Courage brings victory.
Oh, that's pretty. Wait, make a picture. Sorry.
You would oppose me, my friends. Don't you see? I will bring peace to Tamriel.
Okay. Was the quest line in from the past chapters DLCs also so long? Also like this conclusion?
We shall start by punishing the stone.
I don't remember. But was it also so long? Hello, Shonderwalk.
Obey your king. Destroy the Stone Lore Circle and their allies.
Defeat a summoned creature.
Lord.
Interesting.
That might be useful.
An old druidic summoning chamber. I want to examine these carvings.
Damn my clumsiness. If not for the fact that we were delayed by that trap, we could have been here to help you with that creature. Then maybe Lord Baccaro wouldn't have been able to slip away.
Baccaro summoned its spirit to destroy the Stone Lord Druids and to deal with us.
I assume this was at least in part a test of sorts, to see if he could actually call forth a spirit and command it. Plus, he wanted to prove to his followers that he is worthy of the Druid King's regalia.
Where do you think Lord Baccaro went? Or where do you think?
Somewhere he can further strengthen and consolidate his power, especially since he knows we're on to him. Druid Laurel is examining the stone carvings. Perhaps they can tell us something. Take a look and talk to her, dear.
These carvings tell an interesting story. Take a look, my friend.
Like flowers.
Examine the carvings, and I'll tell you what I think they mean. This carving shows the Druid King binding a spirit into Mount Firesong. This carving depicts the spirit slumbering within the volcano. See the Druid King's regalia?
Mm-hmm.
This carving indicates a possible future. See how the spirit awakens and the volcano erupts? It's a warning.
I always say, when someone gives you a warning, it's best to take heed.
Ancient druids called upon the spirits of the green at their own peril. Only the Druid King was ever able to do so safely. It's why we abandoned the practice long ago. This is where they did it. At least where some of them did it.
What do you think the stone carvings are meant to tell us?
Like so much of the ancient knowledge that remains, these carvings are open to interpretation. Obviously, we can see the spirits of the green, forces of nature in the bosom of Ifray. Then we see a spirit slumbering beneath Mount Firesong.
Wave 3 slumbered before the Firesong awakened them?
Very much so. And the spirit must be extremely powerful due to how sacred Mount Firesong is. I think that's what the final carving tells us. Let the sleeping spirit lie. For generations, that's been one of the Firesong's primary purposes.
What do you think all this means?
I think Baccaro plans to call forth the spirit of Mount Firesong with the Druid King's regalia. With a spirit of that magnitude, the armies of Tamriel won't stand a chance. Go to Vastir, and tell Stefan to prepare his ships. We must go to Ifalon.
Okay.
If we're going to stop Baccaro, we're going to need help. Go to Castle Mornard and rally Count Stefan's knights. I'll make sure the rest of us are ready.
Okay. It was longer. Even talking to everybody, not only the NPC request symbol. Need some time to finish both stories. Ah. How about Galen? Achso, wait, here. Galen? Here. Actually, the third main quest line. If you look at map completion, the main story quest for both. Yeah, that's true. Hallo, Beatkrieg. Oh, we can end the giveaway, oder? If the story now is still like going on. Attention, attention. We will now draw the winner of the giveaway. We will draw the winner in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everyone. Pick a winner. Good luck. Antuso! Wow. Hi. Really? Antuso, you won. Please speak up in chat. Let me know what you would like to get.
I thought our troubles were over after all the death and destruction, but something worse is coming, Feda.
I feel it too.
Grazie, really? Yes, you won that too, so. You won, actually. What would you like to get and for which platform? ESO Plus, please. Okay. A moment, I will grab the key for you. Oh, also, by the way, guys, I put on Discord, I revealed all participants of the screenshot contest in case you're interested. And I also made a little GIF of the finalists.
Druids never seem to wipe their...
Sorry. I was wondering, what are you talking about? Sorry. Yeah, I made it off, sorry. Now when you say it. Sorry. Yeah, that's the problem when I don't hear my voice. I mean, since I'm using this only the speakers and not have any more headset, yeah, that can happen, right? Before I could hear my own voice, then that was not happening.
I have an idea for that herb garden.
I'm sorry. But thank you for helping, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe this is the real voice? Maybe. Okay. So. Wer ist... Stefan? Stefan. Hallo. We need the ship. Hallo. Stefan. We need the ship and go to Ifolon. Otherwise the world will go kaput.
This threat endangers us all.
The Gilded Blades aren't mercenaries to call on to clean up your mess, Count Stefan.
My knights are ready, but Captain Siravain isn't convinced she wants to join us in this particular fight. But never mind that. Is Druid Laurel all right? Is the Sacred Staff safe?
Laurel is fine. I'm wondering if they later marry. Laurel is fine, but Lord Baccaro has all 3 regalia and free. We think they're headed to Ifolon.
Damn it all to oblivion. At least Laurel is all right. I've assembled what knights I can spare, but we could really use Siravain and the Gilded Blades. Maybe you can convince her to help.
I will talk to Captain Siravain.
I'd appreciate it. I've been banging my head against that particular wall for hours now. Remind her that if Lord Baccaro takes control of the archipelago, any safe ports she has on Galen will evaporate like a drop of water in a hot skillet.
Today I saw a review about this prequel of the Witcher series. and it was like... Also, I did not watch this series, so I have really no clue how it is like. But it sounded like the prequel, what they made of the Witcher series, is terrible. Did someone of you watch it? And would you also say that, or is it better than some people say?
I can never get enough of the food you landbound eat. It's so delicious. The Lordling sent you over to convince me to help, didn't he? My answer is the same. Why should I care about your political drama?
Lord Baccaro has declared himself the new Druid King.
And that concerns me how, exactly? If Druids want a king or not, that's their business, not mine. Sea Lord Nalos was my problem, and I took care of it.
We helped
you on Galen next doesn't matter to me.
We helped you defeat Sea Lord Nalos and get your crew and ship back.
Just because our purposes aligned once doesn't mean we'll sail side by side forever, mercenary. We both wanted Nalos dead, and now he is. That was a win for both of us. I'd need a more compelling reason to risk my crew again.
How's this? If Lord Baccaro and his allies take control, no port in the islands will be safe for you. That's true.
That is certainly something I hadn't considered. I do like the safe haven that the Lordling has provided us with. And what was that about allies? Baccaro is working with the Fire Song? All right, you convinced me. My ship is yours, for now.
Okay.
I knew you'd come around, Sirvain. Let's meet at the Vastir docks.
Okay. We go back to the harbor. We go back to the harbor.
What is it?
What is it? The volcano will go kaput. And then there will be everywhere lava. That is the case. Mm-hmm. So. Sweet. I mean, Mini Panda is a real voice. Yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah. I talk always like that.
It's good to see you, dear. And is that Count Stefan? Glad House Mornard could join us, Your Excellency. Captain Zaji's ship is ready to sail. Next stop, Ifalon.
We cool off in the water and watch the boat sail by.
Go.
Come, dear. We have plans to make.
This is a nice beach, yes? Maybe Zaji should wait here. Keep the path back to the pounce open.
Yeah.
This one's fur is quite flammable, and there is much too much lava around for Zaji's taste.
Okay. Understand.
This time we're going to put an end to the Ascendant Order and that traitor Lord Baccaro. Ascendant Lord is just another name for dinner, yes?
Yes. She's so cool.
This time we're going to put an end to the Ascendant Order and that traitor Lord Baccaro. Ascendant Lord is just another name for dinner, yes?
Yes.
Laurel, Ravana, and I talked during the voyage. If Lord Baccaro truly means to awaken the spirit of the volcano, he's going to need to do it from inside Mount Firesong. And since he knows we're coming, he'll throw everything he has in our way.
What do you propose, Lady Arabelle?
Sleight of hand, my dear. Count Stefan and Captain Sirvain landed farther up the beach. While our allies draw attention at the main entrance, you and I will follow in their wake and find another way into the mountain.
Do you know of another entrance?
Laura wasn't sure, but she thinks she remembers a cave to the right of the main entrance. Let's search around. If nothing else presents itself, we'll see where that cave leads.
Okay. Search around. Okay. We have a bit of time, oder? We make some screenshots. Ach, Bastian. Bastian is always stepping in the picture. Okay.
Help me, please.
The Ascendant Order's forces pulled back to the main entrance into the mountain. Sirvain and her pirates went after them.
Was such a person, Linz Luz? A person always wants to be part of the photo, really. Bastian's hobby, photo bombing, always. Bastian is always stepping in every picture. All the time. Here, bridge. The Lady Arabelle is also fighting with us. Du bist gleich Laus. Linz Laus. So. For U, you see ow. Good night, CPs. Develop sweet dreams. Have a good rest. Thank you so much for joining.
These Ascendant Order barnacles are cowards. They flee at the first sign of a worthy opponent.
The flames of the Firesong Circle will not be extinguished so easily.
Still hoping for DSC where we can travel to Peodonia. Yeah, I mean, if we get now in the future maybe smaller DSCs again with like small, you know, like extra stories like we had in Clockwork City or Murkmire, maybe in the future. Or maybe in the future.
The spot Laurel mentioned should be just ahead. The cave Laurel suggested. It must be behind those vines.
Our U is not pronounced like German U, and our O is pronounced like German U. Not complicated. But luckily you know other languages so well.
This tunnel cuts deep into the mountain. Hopefully it will lead us to Lord Baccaro.
With that I don't even wear shoes, yeah?
Firesong Druids, proceed with caution, dear.
The Druid King calls forth the spirit of the volcano. Soon our enemies will perish in lava and flame.
Baccaro has started. We have to hurry.
Our U, I don't know how to describe the pronunciation. I don't think a German or English uses it. Okay. So something really unique. So do we need to... Oh, good. Thought we have maybe some unique endeavors. Not endeavors, antiquities, but...
The volcano is becoming more active. The lava is rising.
Spews with unbridled rage. The time is drawing near.
There's a pretty cave system here, oder?
Baccaro has started. We have to hurry.
Hmm? Okay. Let's go fast.
Look over there. That's Druid Laurel's nature spirit. We have to help them.
Remind me, I heard German spoken in our supermarket yesterday. Really? We get some tourists.
Don't stop, my brothers and sisters. The spirit of the volcano stirs.
Defend
Wind
free.
vortex. Must summon. Keep them back while I sing.
The lava is rising. We don't have much time.
Okay. Oh. More lava is coming.
Now, friends, step into the wind vortex.
Oh! Aha! That's nice. Ah.
Bakaro wields the regalia. He commands the spirit to awaken, and now the volcano awakens too.
Lord Bakaro truly is insane. Stay
Sounds
with
pretty
me,
close
my
to the
friend.
U in Schuss.
I need to warn the others.
Schuss. U. It's just a regular
The
U.
false king is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
Swedish demon. Oh. 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 They do something wrong? What?
It won't be forgotten.
They go the wrong way. I did not take care. There was suddenly lots of lava. Did I go the wrong way?
The spirit of Mount Firesong.
Oha! Oho!
Ancient pacts broken. Ancient promises ignored. The false king must pay.
That's a big guy. And lots of lava.
A fight? Good.
Oh, do you know what I thought about? I was wondering why the White Strix Main event is so late. It's like that it's in March and not in February, like it should be. And I was wondering if maybe, I mean, they said they will make the updates on the servers for EU this year. Will it maybe be in February? That they want to update the servers first? I don't know, it was just a guess.
I can't be stopped. Not by you. Not by the nature spirit. Look how the very mountain obeys me. Spirit of the volcano, send your avatars to destroy my enemies.
The spirit created an avatar. Defend yourself, Laurel friend.
Stop them, spirit. Do what you were summoned to do.
First time I did the quest, the life bar over the bosses vanished. And I had to abandon the quest and redo it. Oh, that's annoying. Nee, they already announced it, Murcielago. Also, I mean, they were already on the test server last year. But they already announced that the events will be... also now, the next week, we have the Season of the Dragon Celebration event. Then in March, mid-March, the Fight Strikes Meme event. And then end of March, the Jesters Festival. Oh. It seemed weaker they proposed having the EU servers updated by early February, but with possible delays, it could be why... Yeah, it would make sense. I just thought about it over my Dragon. That I remember they did say something that they want to update the servers soon also in EU. I thought maybe that if it's February, it would make sense since it can also a lot of stuff can go wrong. That they have a big time puffer to fix everything so that the PvP event is working smooth and fine. So.
And something better than the Ruby Throne.
The spirit is
But I'm not sure. It was just an idea what I had.
unleashed. It cannot be controlled.
Spirit of Mount Fire Song, lend me your strength. Give me the power to destroy my enemies. I am Lord Baccaro, the Ascendant Lord, the Druid King. Soon, the alliances will be nothing but cinders and ash!
He joined with the spirits. Now the volcano will follow its nature. It will explode. Over here, I will summon another wind vortex. Step into the wind before the lava consumes us. The wind vortex.
Okay.
The spirit has been restrained for too many seasons. It wants to... The false king is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
First time I did a quest, I died a couple of times before I figured out what to do. Which way to go? The game markers are slow to show up. Good that I'm not alone. Really hoping performance is noticeably improved after the server updates. It has been a long time. Yeah, also on an 8 they said it makes a difference and it's a lot better. So I hope it will be on EU the same. That people will also then enjoy much more the White Strikes Meme event. I mean, if the performance in Cyrodiil is getting much better, that would be awesome.
The false king is farther up the mountain. I will help in any way I can.
I fear something will go wrong and everything will be lost. They will make for sure backups, several backups. I would not be afraid of that. Did I die now? What did I do? Is that too slow? I don't know.
No more alliances. No more Ruby Throne. The era of the Ivy Throne begins now.
The invisible lava. Ach so. Because I was fighting this frog and then there was lava. Okay. Floor was lava, ja. Okay. Ja, gut.
Face the fury of Mount Fire Song.
Destroy the shards and I will absorb their essence. The wind vortex is ready!
Ah, okay. So. Okay, get it.
First you, then all who oppose the Ivy Throne.
Come and take us! That's it, partner. Give them everything you've got.
Okay.
Drown in the fire of the mountain.
I need energy to help you. Destroy the shards and I will absorb their essence.
So we have to destroy the big guys
The
here.
wind vortex is ready.
Jump. You see the grass in the air. Oh nein, once more?
Mount Fire Song, obey your king.
The wind vortex is ready.
That's over with, I suppose.
Okay, lava is coming.
You cannot defeat me. I am the Druid King.
You are not worthy of the regalia, false king.
False king.
The spirit of Mount Firesong fled when the false king died. The volcano has no spirit to calm it now. The false king is gone, but so is the spirit of the mountain. Without a spirit to calm it, Mount Firesong's rage will continue
Okay,
unchecked.
and she will be the new spirit and live in the mountain?
Perhaps, if the balance is restored, a new spirit must fill the void in Mount Firesong's heart. I will be that spirit.
What does it mean, Free?
It means I will calm the volcano before it destroys the archipelago. Attempt to contain most of the damage to Ipholon. But I will need your help, friend of Laurel. Friend of Free.
What do you need me to do?
Place the regalia to form a circle around me. Then command me to bind myself to the mountain. You are not the Druid King, but with the regalia and my willingness, the binding should hold. Then I will do what I can to quiet the volcano.
What happens to you after that?
I will remain, but I will be different. As the seed becomes a tree, I shall become the spirit of the mountain, and I will slumber, as will Mount Firesong. Now take the crown and the gauntlet and place them around me.
Okay.
Quickly, friend. Place the gauntlet and crown to form a ritual circle.
Okay.
Now free is the spirit of Mount Firesong. Now the volcano will be still. Goodbye, friend. And thank you.
Tschüss. Bye, Free. He's a hot guy. You on the ship?
Ah! Where did you come from, Five Claw? You made Zachi's heart skip a beat, yes?
The volcano erupted, but except for the top of the mountain, Ipholon is intact. I very much want to hear what happened, dear.
Button.
I got everyone back to the ship before the volcano fully erupted. But even so, I'm surprised we're all still alive. Care to enlighten us about what happened inside Mount Firesong, dear?
I defeated Lord Bacaro, but Free took the place of the mountain spirit. They contained the eruption.
Free was able to contain all that power. They saved the archipelago, the Alliance leaders, all of us. But where's Free now? Why didn't they return with you? You said they took the place of the spirit. What does that mean?
I'm not sure, but I don't think Free's coming back. They are part of the Firesong now. Mount Firesong.
Oh, poor Free. Their sacrifice saved us all. I'll remember them fondly for that. And you're sure Lord Bacaro is defeated? Without their leader, his Ascendant Order should fade away. But what happened to the Druid King's regalia, dear?
We used the regalia to bind themselves to the mountain. I think it was destroyed by the volcano.
It's just as well. As long as the Druids remain divided, they aren't ready for a new king. And I'm not sure how Emmerich and the others would react to another royal in their midst. Well, talk to our friends, dear. Then we should return to Vastir.
Okay. Hi, Dex. Good evening. Aska.
I wish I could have been there with you when you took down Bacaro. I really wanted to rip into him and see what a traitor tastes like. Maybe next time, yes.
I like Casca. She's so cool.
I wish I could have been there with you when you took down Bacaro. I really wanted to rip into him and see what a traitor tastes like. Maybe next time, yes.
Let's hope that with Bacaro dead, what remains of the Ascendant Order and the last of the Firesong rebels will no longer be a threat. Now, go talk with our companions, my dear. They want to have a word with you before we return to Galen.
That's a whale of a story, mercenary. But I think I prefer having you with me than against me. So, at least for now, you have the respect of the Gilded Blades and their captain.
What happened to the Gilded Blades and your ship? Why are you in the perfect pounds?
The Gilded Blades handled themselves well, as always. And when Lady Arabelle sounded the warning, we headed to the nearest ship and set sail. For me, that happened to be this one. And your spirit friend decided to stay behind? Is that true?
Yes, we choose to stay behind and contain the volcano.
That's intense. Can't say I'd have done the same, but I can respect someone willing to give up their life to save others. It isn't particularly the Sea Elf way, but still. I think I'll drink to Free whenever I sail past the mountain.
Nice.
Zaji could get used to this hero business. If only it paid better. Oh well. When you're done talking to everybody, let Zaji know and we'll sail back to Vastir.
I'm glad you were with Free inside the mountain, my friend. I'll never forget what they did to save us all.
Is Free gone for good?
Free isn't gone, friend. They've just become something more. As a tree grows from seed to sapling to massive oak, so too has Free transformed. They're still with us, asleep in Mount Firesong, keeping us safe from the power of the volcano.
But will we ever see Free again?
Whenever you want to see Free, just look toward Mount Firesong. They're a part of it now. The spirit of the mountain. I need to tell the druids what happened here. Let them learn the last lesson the sower had to teach us. Sacrifice.
I'm sorry we couldn't figure another way to get out of this. Free shouldn't have had to sacrifice themselves to save the rest of us. I'm just glad you stopped Bacaro. Now maybe we can finally start to rebuild Galen.
It was Free's choice. They made a decision and asked me to help them see through.
All this death and destruction because Bacaro wanted to dig up some ancient Breton legacy. If I learned anything from my time with the Druids, It's that they don't need a king or a prophecy to make the world a better place. They just need to do it.
So you don't believe in the legacy of the Bretons?
Don't be silly, of course I do. But that legacy isn't crowns and gauntlets. It's people. Born of humans and elves to become something altogether new. It's magic, druids, and knightly orders. That's the Breton legacy I believe in. It's the best of us.
So we return now to the city. And we go to the castle. So much walking, oder?
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Ouvre! Thank you so much for resubscription. Welcome back. Thank you so much for 38 months. Thank you very much for a long time support. How are you doing? And Boufre saying, good evening, everyone. Ooh, Tian, you're the greatest of us all. Oh, thank you. How was your weekend? How was your day? Like I said, it feels like running around in a big circle. Yeah, also we had to move like a lot to a lot of different locations.
Did you hear?
That's
I
true.
knew it. This was all the fault of those damn druids.
Well, some druids. But Count Stefan and that hero from the mainland saved us.
I thought our troubles were over after all the death and destruction, but something worse is coming, Feda.
I feel it too.
Over here, my dear. Count Stefan and I have something for you.
A good weekend? Nice. We played more music today. My weekend was also good, thank you. We tried to finish the quest line today, but I'm not sure if that's the case.
You're really making a habit out of saving the archipelago, and of aiding me. Thanks to you, we revealed Lord Baccaro as a traitor, saved the islands from an erupting volcano, and ended the threat of the false druid king. Well done, my dear.
What about the Senate Order, Lady Arabelle?
Don't worry about them. Without a leader, they'll quickly fade away. Now we just need to proceed with the peace talks. We're back on track and the archipelago is safe thanks to you. Now take this. Count Stefan and I wanted you to have it. We did well, dear, but the work isn't finished yet. I could use a hand if you're still so inclined.
What do you need me to do?
While I return to High Isle and make final preparations for the peace talks to commence, I'd like you to help Druid Laurel with one more thing. When you're finished, meet me at Mandrake Manor.
What kind of help does Druid Laurel need?
I'll let her give you the details. I will say this, though. You've certainly made an impression on the Stone Lord Druids, dear.
Does she marry him?
Druid Laurel will tell you what she needs. Just don't dawdle. Finish things here, then meet me on High Isle. We've had the Alliance leaders waiting quite long enough, and I have to make some arrangements with the Society of the Steadfast.
The Society of the Steadfast? You really still want to work with Lord Baccaro's organization?
Despite Lord Baccaro's betrayal, the Society has done good work here in the Sisters and back in Tamriel. I'd hate to lose that, but you're quite correct. I need to determine if the Society is trustworthy.
How will you do that?
I'll start by meeting with Captain Marguerite. The Society attracted many good people who have done a lot of good work. I won't see that die with Baccaro. I want the organization to continue if at all possible.
Galen and the entire archipelago owe you a debt, my friend. You have my thanks.
The Druids will never forget what you and Free did to save us.
Will you continue tomorrow with Chained Echoes? Yes. As next week we will play Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday Chained Echoes. Wednesday we watch together the reveal event from ESO. You know what will come this year. And yeah.
Lady Arabelle said she could spare you, and I appreciate the help. Before Free was taken by Lord Baccaro, they gave me something. Told me what to do with it if they didn't return. I thought Free was just being cautious, but I think they knew.
What do you think Free knew?
That they weren't coming back. Free gave me a pouch of soil. They said it was special. That they prepared it as part of their purpose. You remember how Free would go on and on about that. Anyway, they asked me to do something after they were gone.
What did Free ask you to do?
They asked me to go to the overlook north of Glimmertarn, to sprinkle the soil from the pouch there. I made a promise, and I'd like you to fulfill it with me. I think Free would want you to be a part of this. Will you help me, friend? Here,
Okay.
take the pouch of soil. There's a beautiful tree by the overlook, tall and majestic. I think that's the perfect place to honor Free's wishes. I'll meet you there.
Is anything special about the soil in this pouch?
Free said
It's
they
magic.
spent a long time preparing it. That it was a part of them, a part of Galen, a part of the Druids. I don't know if they meant that literally or figuratively. It wasn't always easy to understand Free and the ways of a nature spirit.
Anything else I should know about the tree?
Free enjoyed sitting under it. I think they felt a connection to it, but I'm not really sure. The ways of nature spirits are very different from the things we know. They said to sprinkle the soil, and I think that's the perfect place to do it.
Okay. Tschüss. Tschüss. Tschüss, tschüss. Is part 3 of the quest also long? Or is it shorter? Like, go now there, toss the soil on the ground, and then we are done? Like that? Or is more stuff involved? Did you know? Oh. Okay. Ja. Gut.
This is a great area for harvesting.
That's the tree. Free was quite fond of it.
This
Go
tree?
ahead and sprinkle the soil around its base.
Yeah.
I thought for sure something would happen, but this is wonderful. Friend, let me tell you what Free has done. Did you see what happened, friend? What Free asked us to do with that pouch of soil? It's a miracle.
You need to explain this to me.
Of course. After everything you've done for us, I still forget sometimes that you're not a druid. Free had a special connection to the sacred seeds. They used their power as a nature spirit, as the sower, to put some of that magic into the soil.
That means?
It means that the sacred seeds aren't gone. That the Druid King's regalia will return. Someday. Until that time, we'll need to protect this tree. Nurture it. I'll make sure that all the circles know. We'll find a way to do it together.
Do you think all the druid circles can be trusted?
Trust has to start somewhere. But we still need to gather the elders and form a new Drafa. After that, I'll broach the subject. In the meantime, I'll commune with the tree, with the growing seeds. And I'll be here when they finally blossom.
Anything else I can help you with?
I think that's everything, my friend. Thanks again for helping me honor Free's request. I hope they find peace and happiness inside the volcano. Anyway, I think you should head back to High Isle now. I know Lady Arabelle is eager to begin the talks.
Anything else we can do for free?
Free made their decision. Without their sacrifice, none of us would have survived the volcano's eruption. I'll find time to go to Mount Firesong, to commune with the new spirit of the volcano. Sometimes bound spirits respond. Sometimes they don't.
You don't think Free will talk to you? Nee, she's now...
Free
no.
will commune with me if they're able, but every spirit binding is different. Some can communicate freely, others can only share impressions. And then there are the ones that more or less slumber, as Free did before they were awakened.
Oh. Okay, now we port to High Isle. Even 3 hours of content, naja, would be also fine. But yeah, also, I guess we have now the peace talks and they say, we don't want to talk anymore, and then it's done. It would be my story. I would just make it like that. No, that we say peace talks are starting, and then the leaders are like, you know what? This was so annoying, we don't want to talk anymore. Tschüss. And then they go away. So, that would be my story. Ende. Ja. I don't know how often we did run to this house.
I assure you, Lady Arabelle, I'm more committed than ever to the Society of the Steadfast's mission of peace.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Captain. Good, you're back. Captain Marguerite and I were just having the most illuminating discussion, dear. Other than some misdirection at the end, Lord Baccaro never allowed his clandestine activities with the Ascendant Order to spill over into the Society of the Steadfast.
Are you confident of that, Lady Arabelle?
Yes, dear, I am. Captain Marguerite's reputation is impeccable, and I've begun to study their ledgers. Nothing is amiss. I'll get someone I trust to perform a thorough investigation, but the Society has done too much good to shut it down now.
Are we ready to start the peace talks?
Just about. Preparations are underway at All Flags Islet, but I have a task for you. I'd like you to invite Count Stefan, Druid Laurel, and Druid Ravana for the talks. They deserve to have a voice in the proceedings. Captain Zaji and Casca, too.
You want Saji and Casca to participate in the peace talks?
I think Zaji and Casca should get to see the negotiations unfold, but to have them participate, oh goodness no, dear. So, invite Stefan, Laurel, and the rest, and remind Stefan I'm depending on House Mornard for added security.
Where can I find all these people?
Count Stefan will be at Castle Mornard, and Druid Laurel should be in the Vines District in Bastille. Zaji's likely at the docks here in Gonfalon Bay, and Druid Ravana is at her workshop here on High Isle, just west of the city.
I have to go to all these places again? Come on. Really? We just came from that island. Now I have to come back and tell them to come here? Okay, tell me more about the peace talks.
We've been trying to get the leaders of all 3 alliances to the table since this whole affair began. It's been sponsored by the Society of the Steadfast. There are no guarantees, but this is our best chance to end the 3 Banners War.
What happens when the leaders learn about Lord Baccaro's betrayal?
I won't keep that a secret from High King Emmerich and the others, but I will urge them to see the talks through, despite their less than honorable beginnings. This is a real chance for lasting peace, and I damn well plan to make that happen.
Okay. Yeah, good. Then I decided now the last part of the quest we'll do next weekend. Not today. So I don't want to do that. So we will invite these people next weekend. They can wait for the peace talks until then. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, that was irritating. Go to do the quest, finish, must run back to turn it in, then run all the way out again, repeat for... Yeah, also that does not... Also, you know, I don't want to say the quest is bad. That's not the thing. Just feels like a big part of the quest felt like so far make us busy. You know what I mean? Like to make us really busy. Yeah, you know, to be honest, I expected that we meet all, that we talk again, and that we maybe, you know, like have a party, and then the leaders say, hey, after all this disaster, I don't want to have peace. Tschüss. So that was my expectation, what we will do. And I hope that when we have the next chapter, that there is a map which works better. I really don't like that I have no clue where we have to go. Where do I have to go now? It says here, but go to Aminos. Go to Coral Cliffs. Where are Coral Cliffs? Been a while. Ah, here. Okay, found it there. Yeah, I hope that in the next chapter or zone, wherever we go, that there the map thingy works better. I hope it's one single map. Like one single map. So that you know, the map indicators work a bit better. Easier. I think you know now, understand why I really love the Beam Me Up add-on for that quest. Oh yeah. Indeed. Indeed. Just imagine you have to walk all that. Yeah. Go fetch quest, not my favorite. The story was fine, it was just the process was a bit repetitive. Yeah. Story is good, but maybe this lady with the slowly thinking brain is a bit odd. Running messenger. Yeah. You could have cut here for sure quite some time without all this traveling. Yeah. I mean, we had lots of quests. Go here, talk a bit here, go back again somewhere, etc., etc. Maybe, you know, cut the half and make it a bit more condensed. Have been good. I agree. I agree. But it's okay. I mean, we are not in a hurry. So we will make the final part of the quest line and just next week. That's okay. That's fine too. I don't know why she does not want to use words for letters. I don't know, but they could also just use magic, no? We have to go down here?
The day will be ours! You need to keep moving! Huzzah!
The Druid creature components. Not all here? Doch, oder? Somewhere there needed to be more of these components. I need 2 more. One was a quest marker here. The others not. No. Or I missed them. Yeah, good, but then we also have a little bit of a plan. So Wednesday, we watch together the reveal event, which will, also the Pedesta Direct is from 9 p.m. starting. And then at 9:45 we have the ESO event is then beginning. Then we watch that. I don't know how long it goes, but I don't think longer than an hour, oder? And oh, what's that? Components here.
How will we trap the next sacrifices?
Here should be some papers. Ah, here. Oh, wait. And some minis. Now we follow along. Would have been bad if I would have fallen down. Which?
No one can stop the Elder Tide.
We can stop the Elder Tide, see? Oh, you're cheating! Peter! Okay. Now we go over this bridge. There should be somewhere last part. Ta-da! Okay. Good, and then we have one boss, oder? This map thingy is really annoying. Okay, now we have to go High Isle, oder? Luckily we have add-ons. That makes it really nice. Hello Efalso, how are you? Ooh. Ready for the preview? What kind of preview are you talking about? Today? Hilde bla bla Matron. Is it on Aminos or what? Ach, was it Aminos? Here, maybe? Let's go here and try again. Oh. Okay, let me port there. Ready for the reveal event on Wednesday? Ja. Ja, ja. Ja. Will be for sure super interesting. Ooh, awesome. I hope you will then enjoy your free week, Elfalso.
What do you think you'll make with that?
Victory is cruel. Defeat is worse.
Yeah. Was?
Let's hit the trail.
Then we go up the hill. Here is the boss somewhere, oder? Oh. Hallo Invalid. Let's see if anyone is coming for the boss. Otherwise, we will delay that until next week oder so. We don't have to. It doesn't have to be that we have to do the boss. I was just thinking if we're anyway here, then do that. Ooh. Make a picture, oder? It looks so nice when you can still see the shadow or the mirror of the tree in the water. Really pretty. The boss is probably tough, oder? I can try. Let's go, Bastian. Nein, they're coming more. They're cheating. Nein, nein, nein. They're cheating. Oh no, I clicked something. Okay. No, they're cheating. So, cheating. Okay, but it's fine. I heard that the new mechanic they will introduce is most likely spellcrafting. I'm not sure if that's true. I mean, some people made the... there was like rumors, and some people had the idea that it could be spellcrafting. But I don't know if it will be really spellcrafting, and I don't know if they can do that. I mean, it was said that they can't make really any new skill line or anything like that into the game. So I would also not think there will be spellcrafting. But I don't know. I mean, maybe it is. I have no clue. Who knows what they will do or not. But soon, we will know more on Wednesday. So, but I really don't know. But I heard also some people saying they think it will be spellcrafting. I don't know. It sounds really difficult, spellcrafting. And I have no idea if that's something what they can bring into the game. But yeah, I really have no clue. So I really don't have any idea what it could be. I just say, I mean, it's only 3 more days left. So I will enjoy that we watch it together and, you know, get a surprise. Whatever they will add to the game. Oh, I did not check. Is there anything interesting? Oh, I did not check that. Anything interesting in Cyrodiil? Wait.
You completed
I did not go there.
3 challenges? Unbelievable.
No spellcrafting. They couldn't do it in 2014 because they couldn't figure out the balancing and the performance of the game would drop terribly. All time spent for balancing the game would be ruined. Or they have to make it really limited. Also, you know, like, I'm not sure if people would like that too. So. And I'm pretty sure if you would know something, you would never tell us because Ancient Pirates never speak about secret. Also, I really don't know anything. It's not like ESO tells us anything in advance, even if I'm in the stream team. As usually, I get access to the upcoming chapter early. But not before the reveal event. The event is really like a secret and is for everyone like a big surprise. And for me too. I also don't know if I will be invited to any special chapter event this year. I don't know. I mean, that's a decision from ESO. I also did not get the letter yet. So I don't know if I get a letter, for example. Some people ask me, I'm like, I don't know. I usually get a letter each year. But many people got a letter already. I did not, so I don't know. Maybe I don't get a letter. Maybe I get. I don't know. Did you get today many kills in Zero? No. Should I? Should I? I was not in Zero today. Not the first time. Oh, I need money. Okay, need some money. I'm poor.
Your riches will be well.
Come.
Okay. We don't have the amulet. What do we have? We wonder what it will be. All I know for sure is that Hermonus Ma will play a role this year. That sounds like something what could be, yeah. Yeah, stream team part and you should get a letter. Yeah, but I don't know. It's late in the post? Maybe. Just so you're running 1-0. I just spotted here for the Luxus for the golden vendor. This vendor is always here at the weekend. And there's offering each weekend different items. And usually I did not care so much. But now, since we have since a while, since a year or longer, 2 years now, or this item collection what you can make, then it's of course interesting to get the items. Because usually, for example, this stuff here you get from dungeons. Since I'm lazy, I don't want to run dungeons. So if you have gold, you can also buy the stuff. And when it's added to your collection, for example, you can see now I can recreate Bloodspawn items. You can see at the bottom of this tooltip for 25 transmutation stones. Because I have all the items now. So in theory, if I want to craft it now, I could.
Come, spend your money.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Toxic Apple, thank you so much for your resubscription. And thank you for 51 months of support. I come big. Thank you very much. Hallo Crazy Meditator. Lots of info about the letter already? Yeah, there are many people already posted everything, yeah. The olds may be on strike. Good night, Mercy Lago. Plating to make jewelry is crazy. Is it better to check there for once you want? Yeah. For the most stuff by gold window because I'm lazy too? Ja, also, ja. Also, usually I just get the stuff to you know, increase my collection. And, but it's not necessary that I do that. It's just I'm lazy and I like to have the items. So instead of going into dungeons and collect it, now my collection for this item is completed. Same for this one. Yeah. So, that's quite handy, but nothing what you have to do. It's nice to have. For lazy people. Like me. So, yeah. One, we know this one. I have to clean my inventory, huh? It can be cost quite a lot of Mama Dragon over time. I mean, you can easily drop their... Also, depending, of course, what kind of jewelry is there, but you can easily, like, let their 1,000,000 in one evening. Hello, Sky Breeze. When does the season of Dragon start? On Thursday. If you need a guide, there you go. Ein pro EU-Bank ist ein pur ja. Ah. So. Okay. So, guys. I will go now to sleep. Also, plan is on Wednesday, I will stream ESO for the reveal event. I will co-stream the event. If you want to hang out and talk in peace with each other, you are invited, you know, to join us if you want to do so. Otherwise, the other days of the week, we will play Chained Echoes until we are completed and done with the game. And as always, on Saturday and Sunday next week, we will also play ESO. We will continue with the quest line. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know how long the quest line will be. So, whatever. Maybe we play both days the quest line. I don't know. I don't know. But we will see. But for now I go first to sleep. And yeah, tomorrow we continue with Chained Echoes. Let me now check who's online. And then we'll be back tomorrow evening. So thank you so much everyone for joining. Thank you very, very much. Have a good night, Pofre. Good night, Mama Dragon. Good night, Alien. Good night, Logan, Hexe and Mini Hexe. Good night, Toxic Apple. Good night, Futsi Louie. Good night, Treasury Games. Good night, Dino. Good night, Orakan. Good night, Invalid. Good night, Fnerike. Good night, Quantatech. Thank you. Good night, Cyrun. Good night, Efalzo. Good night, TomTom. Good night, Crazy Mad Hatter. Good night, Curse the Reaper. Good night, Schildmite. Good night, Andras. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Develop sweet dreams. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Tschüss. Toodles. Good night. Tschüssi.